Okay, we're going to set up my Fitbit Inspire 3 to my new Google Health app there. Just going to go to the top left-hand corner there and push that button. You're going to see two options there, phone and connect Pixel or Fitbit device. And then you're going to get a list of Fitbits here, or Fitbits and Google devices and all sorts of devices here. But you're going to look for the Inspire 3. And then from there, you're just going to push that button, and then the setup process is going to start up there. And now, what will fire up here is some additional information, how things work, and basically, additional information about your data and stuff. And then you're going to scroll down, and then you're going to push agree, and then it's going to ask you to charge the device, make sure the device is charged. And then from here, there's going to be additional prompts when you start setting up, like allow the device to do this, allow the device to do that. There's going to be a bunch of permissions it's going to ask you. We're going to go through this little fast here. It's going to search for the device, and it's going to prompt a pin. That pin you'll see on the right side is the device. You just type that in, and then you're going to get additional information there. And then finally, pairing will be complete. So once that's done, you'll see the status bar will finish, and you're not exactly done just yet there, but we'll get into that in a second there. You'll see that everything is paired up here. It's synced about a minute ago. There's some additional information there, and that should do it. But we're going to additionally just kind of go into some more details here. Specifically, we're going to go into the clock faces there and take a look if you want to change the clock face or the watch face there. And they have a grid of watch faces that are available. Some are more modern, some are kind of have a bigger text, and some have like the classic analog mode. You can go ahead and choose one that you would like there. On the right side, side note, you can release the bands, and then you can put the Fitbit Inspire 3 in your pocket and just get basic stats. It won't take heart rate or anything, but that's kind of a unique feature with this one. Okay, so now we are going to choose brisk, and then I'm going to push that. And here is the additional step here. If your Fitbit Inspire 3 needs to be updated, it's going to prompt you this. And then this is the process you'll have to go through. It'll say update. And then there's going to be a status button here that updates the Fitbit Inspire 3. Yeah, in my situation there, I didn't get that prompt actually till the next day. So just so you know. Now we're just going to go and look at some of the other details of the app there. We'll start with the steps there and kind of move forward. You've got the day, the week, the month, the 3 month, and the year there. And it's got that's kind of the dynamic charts or graphs that it comes with there. And then it gives you quite a bit of information on what's going on there. Right now, it's not too text heavy. It's pretty simple. You can kind of see the basic information there. And then we'll move on, and then we'll go to the distance here. Again, similar display. It's got the day, week, month, 3 month, and year there, again, with the dynamic graphs. You'll see on the right side there of the screen there, that's actually in walk mode, which is you have to activate that manually, and then it actually works on the watch, and then it syncs up with the Fitbit Inspire 3. And then back to the main screen here on the app here. We're just going through the calories and the calories burned there. And again, it's got the day, the month, the week, the month, the 3 month, and the 1 year. And then you can go and it will track that and sync away with your Fitbit Inspire 3 and the phone. Finally, we got the exercise section here, 0 for 7, so nothing got logged in yet. But this is what the exercise section looks like. You have the week and the month, and then it's like 0 for 30. So it tracks that just like that. You can kind of toggle between both of the options there, and then figure out what's going on there. Now we're going to move on to the log. You can manually log things here. So you've got activity here. So if I push on the activity, you will see that there's going to be some options here. In this case, there's the walk option, and then they've got a bunch of activities you can add. Again, you're logging this manually, right? So you push the log button, and then it manually adds. Now I go through the rest of them here. You can add the body fat, and it's got the when you push that rectangular area there with the body fat there, that's when you'll actually manually typed in the numbers or whatever, just like that. So over here now, we're just logging in some food. And again, it'll give you kind of a list of some foods. Those were my past foods there. Oh boy, I got to work on that. Anyway, so you can log that manually as well. And then you could also add things like the blood glucose here. Again, you just have to push on the blood glucose part there, and then it'll fire up the area where you can type in the numbers. So yeah, it's pretty comprehensive there. There's lots of things you can log in there. On the right side right now, I'm just cleaning the Fitbit Inspire 3, just using a microfiber cloth there, and some water, nothing too heavy there. And I'm just kind of, it's more of the daily clean, I guess, like maybe after a workout or something. It's not really a deep clean. All right, moving back, we were just taking a look at the sleep, and now we're going into the body temperature there. Again, you can add your body temperature and things of that nature there. So yeah, again, the log feature, quite a bit of stuff you can log in manually there. We'll do, I think, one more here. We'll go into, yeah, add weight. And then this one here, same type of thing there. Pretty minimalist display there. You just kind of add it, then you save. So after that, we go into the second, which is start. This is where it can get really comprehensive and pretty detailed. At first, you'll see a basic list here like run, hike, bike, and walk, but you can add a workout or an exercise. And this list right here is pretty comprehensive. It's alphabetical. It starts with A, but just to show you how many exercises there are or how many workouts, I scrolled very quickly to show you. I just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then I stopped, and then I got to the letter G. So there's quite a bit of exercises you can choose from. So again, that's a pretty detailed part of the app there. Again, I just didn't save and I went back and then back to the main screen. Okay, if we look at the very bottom of the app, I'm just going to the fitness section there, and there's some additional workouts. You can start a workout there, and then it'll show like recent activities and stuff like that, key metrics, and cardio fitness, cardio level, energy burned, things of that nature. It's a little bit bare right now, again, because we just synced up the Fitbit Inspire 3, so there's no data yet. So, but there is some data there, and the reason why that's happening is because I did have this synced up to my phone before, so there's a little bit of data from that. So yeah, that's the fitness area there. Again, now we're heading into the sleep, like the sleep score, the sleep duration, and then we've got the key metrics there: sleep schedule, then you've got REM sleep, then you've got deep sleep, you've got sleep efficiency, and then then there's more data, and then at the very bottom you've got sleep better. That's in the Fitbit Health app there. So again, lots of stuff you can look at there, and then eventually I scroll up here, and then we move on at the very bottom tab there to the last tab, which is the health status. And here again, we've got lots of details here. It's got like the heart status, key metrics, heart rate, and the weekly cardio. And then this kind of has the additional data points of the Fitbit Inspire 3. And there are some things that the Fitbit Inspire 3 doesn't have, like ECG there. So that will remain blank. And then the Fitbit Inspire 3 also doesn't have floors, so you won't be able to do that as well. But here we're just taking a look at the heart rate. We've got the light, moderate, vigorous, and then peak. Those are the zones that it has. And yeah, that should do it there. So again, lots going on here, lots in the app. So this is the this is the Google Health app here. This is more or less just a brief overview of how things are looking there. On the right side of the screen, I'm just hooking up the charger to the Fitbit Inspire 3 one more time. And yeah, hopefully that helps. Thanks a lot, Ryan.